So we serve home automation companies, or they call themselves home integrators.
Right.
And I'll just go like we target like one city at a time when we run this campaign. Like Miami, for instance, is the newest one. So I'll just go Google home automation Miami, and the top 3 companies that come up in the map pack are usually like the best marketed companies. So we'll just choose those and put them into our spreadsheet.
Nice.
And I can pull up that spreadsheet too if it helps.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull over Miami here. Can you see Miami?
I
Can you see
can.
the spreadsheet?
Perfect.
Okay, so this is like a lot of this data comes from Coldlytics, and then I add just a couple of fields in here where you can see competitor 1, competitor 2, and competitor 3, and then I choose specific keywords too, and then
Yeah.
high level will just pull this data right out of here when I upload the contacts
Okay.
from the spreadsheet.
So this is how you're setting up the spreadsheet that you put into high level. Show us how that data looks in high level. Show us the campaign now.
Yeah, so when you go this is one of the emails, and this is where it pulls in that contact competitor 1, 2, and 3, and it just pulls it right from
those columns.
From these columns. Yep.
You don't even say hello at the beginning of that email, do you? You just cut right into the action.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep, we just cut right into the action. Yeah,
if it works, it works.
Yeah, I think with cold email, I think a lot of the times what we've been noticing, like the simpler it is, the better.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So this is your first email. It's pretty straightforward. If they don't reply to that, how long do you wait and then send them another one?
So we wait 3 days between each email, and then if anybody replies to any of them, we stop the campaign, and then I take over it manually.
Gotcha. Yeah. And so what are the other emails in the sequence? Do you mind showing us that?
Yeah, sure. So this one's just a little bit longer. So this gets into more of those keyword columns that I showed. So these specific keywords, and it starts pulling those in. So
nice.
It's going to pull in their city, so Miami, and then the top 5 keywords in that area.
Yeah.
And then we get into that. I recorded this video, and it's very specific, like for home automation of Miami.com or something, whatever their company name is.
Right.
Pulls in those fields right from the list that we get from you here.
Yeah. That's great, because you don't have to record the video until they engage yes that they want the video.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so much easier. We do couple this with a little bit of cold calling too, but honestly, the emails have been working better.
Amazing.
So just another piece of advice is to try to be multi-touch with it. So as soon as you see somebody open the email or reply to it, call them. You also want to reply to the email, but it's important to have that multi-touch and get on the phone with them and talk to them as well.
Yeah. So what do you say to these guys if once they pick up, you saw they opened your email? What's your, why are you calling? What do you say?
A lot of the times I'll just open with that video. So I'm like, just, hey, I saw you, or I just sent you an email, just following up. I want to send a video your way to have a couple just recommendations on what you can do to improve your visibility online and get more customers. That's it. I just keep it really simple, and it seems to work pretty good.
So where can we see? I guess we got one more email to look at in this sequence, do we?
So yeah, this sequence is a total of 9 emails, but they just kind of keep hitting on those same points, like the competitors, like, hey, this is not fair. And even in the tagline, or the subject line, I'll pull in their competitors too, so they can like see it right away. Like, what's this about? Joe Schmo's home automation. I don't like those guys, but they're my top competitor or something. So it gets their attention too.
Would you, maybe for people who are watching this and kind of want to see what those look like, would you mind opening each one, and then they can pause the video and read through it? We don't have to go into the
Oh yeah, sure. No problem. So we'll start with
the
top competitor one. And let me pull these out a little bit so you can see them a little better.
Nice. Yeah, I love how to the point this is. And is this something you just came up from scratch, or did you get this inspiration from somewhere else?
So I got this inspiration from somewhere else. I'm part of a program called 7-Figure Agency, and this this is the formula that they use, and I just modified it, to fit us.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is great.
And then here's the video one. So this is just following up, like reminder, like, hey, I was going to send you a video. I'm just waiting to hear back from you.
Yep.
More into the competitor stuff.
Awesome. Excellent. And 3 days between each email.
Yep, 3 days.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Because probably one of the number one questions I get is, now that I have these contacts, how can I best utilize them to try and get a response, right? Everybody wants to know that. That's why they're buying data in the first place. So for somebody to be able to watch this and say, okay, here's an example of somebody who took this information and show us your statistics now. What's it look like? What are the results from running a campaign like this?
Yeah, I can pull those up too. And then just want to mention the last email here is like an implied opt-in. So if it's an opt-in to our nurture sequence too. So if they say they don't want to be a part of it, we won't add it.
Okay.
But if they don't say anything, they just get opted in.
Yep.
So let's go to the actual data here. So we have a total of, what is this? It's a little bit different than the last time we spoke because I just added a whole bunch. So
yeah, sure.
79 plus 49 plus 5. So it's a total of 133 contacts opted into this campaign.
Okay.
And we've gotten 5 solid replies from it, like people that are saying they're interested.
Okay.
I don't think we've gotten one person that was like, leave me alone or opt out or anything.
Sure.
And 2 clients have come from it. So
2 clients come from it.
Pretty good, yeah. I'm not complaining.
No kidding. So out of the 5 leads you get back, you closed 2 deals.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Is there a secret sauce to your offer that kind of goes with this campaign at all?
Is there a what? Say it again.
Is there any secret sauce to your offer that's kind of goes with this campaign, or is it totally just?
I think really it's just about, so when I do my strategy calls or my sales calls, we use a tool called Bright Local, and it really helps us with our reporting, and it just really just about like showing missed opportunities and showing them like, hey, here's how much traffic you're getting, or there is in Miami. Here's how many opportunities you're missing. And I think when people see that, they're like, oh man, I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
So like, for instance, even in those little 5-minute videos we send them, I'll tell them like, hey, look, there's like an average of 90 searches a month just for this one keyword phrase. It's a lot of missed opportunity. Your competitors are getting them, know? So,
yeah.
Other than that, I think that kind of just helps it like sell itself. I don't really have any special offers. Like if someone's on the fence about pricing, I'll waive like an onboarding fee or something. But
right.
Other than that, no, not really.
So your process is send them the cold email, get them to opt into a video where you take 5 minutes, show them in Bright Local the opportunities they're missing.
Exactly. Yep.
Then they book a strategy call, and that strategy call doubles as a, here's your marketing plan. If you want to sign up for this, we can move forward together.
Exactly. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. So it's like we call it a recommendations call.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem so salesy, and then we just go over like a bunch of recommendations, dive deeper into like the SEO, PPC stuff, and then just tell them about our program and then the price at the end.
Amazing. So are you showing them basically what they need to fix? They can either do it on their own or they can pay you.
Yeah, essentially. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I'm not really telling them how to do it, but I'm showing exactly what's wrong. Yeah.
That's very Alex Hormozy of you. Yeah.
Yeah. It works, man. It really does work, especially in today's day and age. I think really it's just like about providing value.
Yeah. Fantastic. Any advice for anybody who's just getting started with cold email? I mean, are you just new to cold email as well, and you're having this success out of the gate, or have you done this for a while?
I think this is, we've tried it a little bit in the past. I haven't done it in a long time. This is something I'm just kind of revisiting. But advice for anybody that's getting started. That's a tough one. I would say just it's really about knowing your audience and kind of knowing their pain and what they want and honing in on that. I think that's really big. And just be consistent. I think that's probably the biggest piece. Just be consistent.
Yeah. Fantastic. Awesome, man. Thank you for going over this with us, and thanks for sharing, what's working for you with other people, because this is immensely valuable. This may be the difference between somebody else continuing their own agency that's in startup mode or not, because they see this video. So this carries a ton of value for everybody that gets to see this. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Happy to help, man.